Hey, y'all Chelsea fans. I'm back. Here I go again. Here we go again with the Chelsea vlog, my Chelsea vlog. My opinion on the way uh, the football club is run and the way the players are playing on the field. So we know it's the start of the new Premier League season, and Chelsea had played the first game yesterday against Manchester City. So like actually a day after I'm commenting on the game, and I'm gonna give some comment on where things are going with the club and so on. Now, if you saw the game, I hope you enjoyed the game. If you didn't see it, then you could always go back and look at it. All right. Chelsea for sure didn't get run out the park by Man City, but Chelsea didn't play at the top of the game neither, and I would say they caught Man City at the right time. Like I said in one of my videos, past video, that this is the right time to play Man City. Why? Because Man City is a team that takes a while to get into the stride and get into as the season get older, they get stronger, right? So that's the reason why I'm saying this is the right time to play Man City. Chelsea did not play well to beat Man City, right? They may play well for some people, but for me they didn't play well to beat Man City. Yes, they dominated possession, but dominating possession is not winning a game. And possession in most of the possession in your half or right around the halfway line or outside the area of Man City is not dominating a game, right? You have possession. Sometimes that don't mean anything. You're supposed to capitalize on having a lot of possession, right? You have to be clinical in front of games, and to be honest, there wasn't much chances that was created for me to say that Chelsea should have won the game. Yes, the penalty appeal, 3 penalty appeal, questionable. Maybe in another occasion, maybe if it was outside the box, Chelsea probably would have get a 2 or 3 free kick. The one handball, which is I don't think he should have give a penalty for that too, for the handball and Kovacic, and the 2 fouls on Enzo. Maybe if it was outside the box, they would have give a free kick. But we have seen that in seasons gone by that especially against Man City, you don't get penalty that easy, because in the last season against the same Manchester City with Chelsea, penalty was denied too under the last coach Pochettino in the last season. I think it was in the FA Cup finals, right? So we know Man City is a champions. They have been the best team in England for years, so they're gonna get a lot of calls in their favor. And yesterday could be one of the example that they got these 3 calls in their favor, right? But besides those, Chelsea didn't created no chances to say, okay, we should have won the game or draw the game. One probably I could maybe give them credit for is the one with Jackson, but then again Jackson was offside. He was only looking at the ball, not looking at the defender, and it was close. When you see the replay, it was close, right? So that could if Jackson they hold it a little bit, then it could have go a different way, right? So we see the second goal that Man City score. We see Kovacic just run away from two midfielder players, two of the most expensive midfielders, in Caicedo and Enzo, and score a goal, which the goalkeeper, they say the goalkeeper could have maybe done better and maybe throw it out or whatever. But I'm not blaming the goalkeeper. I'm blaming the two players that just run past without any fight. They didn't even try to get. Well, Caicedo wasn't a yellow card already, so he couldn't fall him. Otherwise, he'd get a second. And Enzo didn't just rush him. Didn't try to take the professional fall, and I think that either been too late either, because he's already inside the 18-yard box. So that might be a penalty, and then he would have get a yellow card. So Chelsea didn't play top of the top, but the season is young. The season just started, so I'm not panicking. Right? I'm not gonna panic because Chelsea lost one game against Manchester City, who is the strongest team in the league, right? But this club is is in chaos, is in a mess. The Man City, the Chelsea hierarchy, or the Chelsea recruiters and Chelsea owners, they are doing things that has never been done in football or in soccer before. It's unprecedented. Never done with the way they go about buying players. And not only buying players, but selling players and treating players the way they are treating them right now. They are not, it is very unprecedented. Very unorthodox, for want of a better, very unorthodox. We have teams, for example, Liverpool was one of the teams that was sold some years back, right? And it was same American owners that bought Liverpool, the Fenway Sports. They also own the Boston Red Sox baseball team, right? So they they bought Liverpool. Liverpool was in shambles too at the time. They bought Liverpool and settled. They settled Liverpool to the point where Liverpool win Champions League, they win Premier League, they win enough trophies under the owners when they change owners. Because why? They did it professionally. They did it the way how it was supposed to be done. They didn't get rid of all the experienced player in one or two transfer window, right? They remember they met Milner. Milner played for years with Liverpool, right? And they brought in other pieces and built a team with Klopp and end up winning trophies, plenty trophies. But for some reason, Chelsea feel that they could do it differently, with no experience in running a football club in Europe, right? No experience in running a football club in Europe. And we have seen that's going on 3 years now, and he has not worked, and it doesn't seem that he's gonna work. It don't seem like he's gonna work. He has not worked in the past. We see all these players that they buy and put them on long ass contract, 7 or 8 years contract, and look what happening to some of the players now. Some of the players are being dropped now. How are you going to sell a player that is on a 6 or 7 years contract, right? Making some of them 300,000. I think Raheem Sterling is 300 and something thousand now a week. How are you gonna pass? You know they are Raheem Sterling. He didn't make Maresca team against Man City. He and Madueke had great preseason. Madueke and Nkuku. Those three had the preseason was good, right? It was excellent, and now he cannot even make the team. So what will happen now, right? So they bring in Neto. Neto is an experienced player. He's a good player. I've been asking for experienced player from ever since. But who you bring in Neto to play, to give who competition? Palmer. You put Palmer, the coach now have Palmer playing on the wing. You put so you had Neto, you have Modric, Palmer on one side. You have Madueke on the other side, right? What are you saying to a player, Palmer, that you extend a contract and give him you extend it to 9 years now? You give him a raise and extend his contract to 9 years now, 9 years. But we all know that when Palmer stock start to grow, the way how Chelsea are doing things, that it seems as though Palmer would not spend the 9 years in Chelsea. As soon as a team, stronger team come calling, maybe Man City in the future, maybe Real Madrid, maybe Barcelona, who knows? They're gonna sell him. Or Liverpool, they're gonna sell him. They're gonna sell him because we have. If you're not paying attention, you need to pay attention how the way these people and them are doing business. Vike, like, imagine a coach have 40 plus players to pick 25 players from. 40 plus players. Some of these players are not even up to. They don't even leave the game as yet. Right, and you're still bringing in, and I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say no. If I am Osimhen, and Osimhen, if you bounce up on my video on YouTube, do not, Osimhen. I don't care how much you want to leave Napoli. Do not come to Chelsea. Chelsea as a club right now is not attractive. It's not attractive to, especially to young players. If you pay attention to see how they treating players that they met and players that they bought, if you look at how they're treating players, your turn gonna be in the future if you come to Chelsea. Because what will happen if you come to Chelsea now in this season, when the next year or next 2 years, when other prospect start gaining traction in Europe or in South America or wherever, another striker prospect that is to, you know what they're gonna do? Once somebody is talked about as a great striker, a great player, you know Chelsea is looking at them, and Chelsea want to get them. So what will happen to you in the next 2 or 3 years? It's gonna be you. They're gonna get somebody that is hot on the scene, and they will try to get rid of you. Do not, Osimhen, do not come to Chelsea. Let Chelsea fight up with the thing for themselves. They have Jackson, they have Guiu, and they have Nkuku as strikers. Right? The goals could come between these three, which I highly doubt, based on the way the thing looking. But as I say, the season is young, and these players has. Well, Nkuku was a goal machine before he come to Chelsea, right? Now, if he's in and out of the team, he's no way he gonna score goals. He gotta have some consistency. He had a good preseason, so he had to bring that in the season to come because there's competition, right? And if Osimhen come, then it's gonna be worse. So let's see what will happen before the transfer window closes on the last day in the month, and see what will happen with Chelsea. But Chelsea right now, as a supporter of Chelsea for 20 plus years, I'm ashamed. I'm disappointed because nobody, And if you are supporter and you say you have a clue, you know what Chelsea is doing, then I don't know, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you because this has never done before. It has never done before. So what make them feel with people who do have no experience in running a football club? What make us feel that what they're doing different from everybody else gonna work? Look at Real Madrid, the most successful club in the world. You see Real Madrid doing this Vike and this foolishness? Yes, Real Madrid has signed players that didn't work out. Every team signed players that didn't work out. But Chelsea is signing a lot of players that wouldn't work out because there's so much players in competition. Some players ain't go see light. They won't see light. Right? Even in England, Man City is a team that has more money as Chelsea. You don't see Man City. Man City didn't do that when Pep Guardiola came in. Not even when Pep Guardiola, before Pep Guardiola. When they have coaches like Mancini, when they had Mark Hughes, when they had Pellegrini, they didn't make them Vike and this chaotic decision that had everybody wondering what is happening. But guess what? Chelsea has some diehard supporters, some diehard fans that will always stick with the club. But I'm saying, if things don't go well with the team on the pitch, then they got problems. Because looking at Chelsea team, looking at the 25 players Chelsea have, right? In the starting lineup, Chelsea have 8 or 9 players that are top talent players. Right? They have it. And you saw it last year in the second half of the season when the team started coming together. You saw it. You saw the team was coming together when they had it last year. And I had to keep going back to last year because that is what I'm hanging my hat on right now. We have a new coach, but this is what I'm hanging my hat on last season when the team started playing better. Right? So they we have players that could change game. We have players that could start for the season. But the chaos in the background. Right? Now, individual players that I'm not satisfied with. I'm not satisfied, and I've been saying he's like a broken record for me right now. Enzo Fernandez. This guy need to leave Chelsea. He's no way near the kind of money they pay for him and the kind of hype they had around Enzo Fernandez. No way. He's 2.5 seasons now, and he has shown me nothing that make him that he's a leader on the team, or he could be a star on the team. Nothing. Average player. And same thing in Argentina. He plays in Argentina with he might maybe better players or players that he know. But what he does in Argentina too? What? He's not, when he's on Chelsea, he's not leading, he's a midfielder. Now the coach having players at number 10 for what? For what? He is not a fiberglass kind of player where he could pick out passes, or a Kevin De Bruyne where he has the vision to see runs and see players and tread passes. He hasn't shown me that. He's not a defensive midfielder. He's not the N'Golo Kante. He's not the Caicedo kind of player. He's not the Obi Mikel that used to play for Chelsea. He's not the Kovacic kind of player. He's not a kind of player that I could defend. So what is his role? He's not leading in dribbles. He's not leading in assists. He's not even leading, but he's not in the top of the team. And he's slow. He's not quick. He cannot run that good. So even though he's playing closer to the goal, If a player give him a true pass to run onto it to score, the defender gonna beat him to it because he's not fast. So I'm not sure he might be maybe technical skills might be, but the guy is a waste of money. He is a waste of money. I don't care what nobody say. He can't convince me. I've seen him 2.5 years now, right? He was bought in a January transfer window. He spent 1 year. He spent a second year, and now he's going to a half year. So he's 2.5 years now, and I haven't seen nothing. And guess what? The coach take him and give him captain. Is he that vocal in the team? Is he vocal on the field? I haven't seen that. I don't know if they've seen if they have seen something different to what we are watching on TV. So don't know why Chelsea had this guy on the team, but they can't get rid of him because he signed a 7 or 8 year contract. He's one of the highest paid players on the team. They spent a lot of money to get him, and if his stock hasn't rose, even though he won the World Cup with Chelsea, with Argentina, his stock hasn't rose to the point where Chelsea goes, you know what? Let's pass him on. Let it go to another team. No. So I don't understand why they have this guy on the team. I don't understand. Right? I don't understand. No, the other player I want Jackson. I have confidence in Jackson. But I said before, I hope Jackson during the preseason that Jackson work with someone and is finished, has had a trainer working with him and is finishing. But I don't know. I was surprised to see the coach start with him too, because he didn't play preseason games. So I was surprised to see he start. But the reason why he started is because maybe the coach saw something in training that he deserves a start against Man City. So let's see what happens going forward. Right? So, yeah. I'm saying that Chelsea team have to do better than that. The recruitment have to do better than that. And the recruitment season isn't finished as yet. And we expect maybe 1 or 2 more players coming in. Who is going? I don't know. We have something stirring now with Sterling in the background. It seems like his time is finished in Chelsea. It seems like his race has finished. So he seems he's on his way out. But Sterling has at least 3 years, 40 million contract to go still. Who in the he's making over 300 something thousand a week. Who in the Premier League that gonna take him? Unless he takes a pay cut, and he's not as quick as before, so his stocks is not going anywhere. His stocks is not gonna go up. His stocks are gonna go down. Now in the sometime in the off season there was a rumor that Todd Bowley and the owners had a conversation with the director of the Saudi League, and Sterling was one of the names that came up in conversation about making the switch. But it doesn't appear that Sterling want to make that switch to Saudi Arabia. Right? And I'm pretty sure Chelsea owners and the recruiters had a conversation with him about it, and he turned them down. I'm pretty sure on that. So they are finding ways now to get rid of him. If you want to get rid of him, it's fine. But when you put he's maybe one of the only players that didn't get a 6 or 7 year contract, and the only reason why, because when they bought him is because of his age. The age he was at the time, they didn't want to give him all this year contract, right? When you give a player, other players they give 7 and 8 year contract, like Desassi, and Badia Sheila, those guys that toss in, that you recently buy. How are you gonna get rid of these guys and then with 6 and 7 and 8 years contract? But the Sheila them wasn't that wasn't 30 something mil, just a CEO about 30 something mil. Right? How are you gonna get rid of these guys? Okay, if they're not playing, people not seeing them, the stock's not gonna go anyway. Now you have Chalobah situation still hasn't resolved yet. Right? And he renewed the contract and they give him a 6 or 7 year contract. So that's another. What's the logic? The logics behind it? What is the? I mean, come on. What is the logics behind it? Of giving players so much a long contract with so much a bad recruiting that you did in the first 2 or 3 years. No, you're starting to make Chelsea starting to make a little better recruiting, a few better in this transfer window. They made some better recruitment. I'm gonna give them that. They made some better recruitment. It's up now to the coach now to put that together, team together to play and get better as the season goes by. But we can't have a season that we have last year. Start first half of the season poor and picking up on the second half and fighting for 6th and 5th. No, Chelsea is not a team. Chelsea is not a club. And right now, the owners are spoiling Chelsea club. They inherited a brilliant, great club from Abramovich. A winning culture. Right? A winning culture. Yes, they might say, oh, we don't have patience. But how gonna Chelsea supporter have patience when a lot of the things they're doing is unorthodox? It's unorthodox. No football club has conduct business like how Chelsea are conducting the transfer business. Buying all these players and hoping that the coach could find 25 to work with. So what are you gonna do with the other 15 or 20 players that you bought that the coach will have use for? How are you gonna deal with them? I don't know. We gonna see if they're gonna defy logics, and let's see if a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, how that will plan out. But for you to plan out good, they cannot be continue buying 3, 4, 5 players in one transfer window. No, you buy 1 or 2, you see the coach tell you what kind of player that he needs. As a matter of fact, I don't have to explain that to them. They spend their money and you go out through all this trouble to buy a club, a successful club for 3.5 billion and just throwing money down the road and hoping to recruit it to get back by selling players that has has the club at heart, that grew up in the club from 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 10 years. Man, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. But for the goodness of the club, I'm still on the fence, to mind you. But I just hope that things will turn around. Because when if they start winning again, you know, fans gonna forget the bad part of it, which I think might be unlikely, because everybody could see that the way they conducting the business is not the right way. Can they get rid of the changing coach? After I talk about it, the same thing over and over, right? So the next game that Chelsea will be having is on Thursday in the Europa Cup, right? Yeah, that's the Europa conference. Europa Cup conference, right? So it's gonna be busy coming up. So they have Thursday and then they have weekend again. So let's see how they will progress. Now you have a lot of games for players for rotation, for players to get enough play. But it's all in the season. You know, I don't want to be rotating players like crazy right now. So it's all in the season. So my next vlog, my next video gonna be after the game on Thursday. So look forward to it. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. All right. If you have an opinion on what I said after watching the video, comment below. Like and share. And most importantly, subscribe. All right. So see you later. See you soon. Stay safe. Later.